I hope I have a slightly better day today. I couldn't lose another 40% of my equity. I mean, that was just an absolute catastrophe. So, Blue Apron, 682s. Having a good, had a really good day yesterday, and it's already up 10% on the day today, Michael. Hey, Les, Pat. Good morning to you. Morning, Kirk. Captain Kirk, James Tiberius Kirk. All right, okay. Yeah, you need to set your stop losses, but they won't execute pre-market. That's the problem. I think we all hope I have a better day today. It's not good fun watching me crying into my cup of tea. But look, this is a perfect example of day trading is risky, particularly if you don't stick to your strategy and manage your risk. And I did neither. It is a manageable career move, absolutely, but it's still risky. It's still risky, but you're absolutely right, Compound. And this is what I look at, is again, I always say zoom out. When you have a bad day, zoom out. And I need 2K for my trade profit, for my gross trade profit target. I need 2K today, and I'll be over my monthly goal. I was well over my monthly goal when we started yesterday, so we've come back to actually trying to hit monthly goal. The reality is I need 16K net to hit my monthly goal net profit, but still, we've got 7 trading days. On now. So I'm ahead of goal on the year. So I needed to, if pro rata, I want to be having $100,000, and I went through this in my trade recap on YouTube yesterday. I'm targeting myself on $5,000 a day. Pro rata, I'm targeting myself on $100,000 a month. I'm targeting myself on, this is so that I can have that 7-figure year. So I'm on track for that. I'm over 800,000 on the year still, which means that but come the end of August, I should be at 800,000. Not quite locked in the bag, but we'll see. Same Bowman. So it depends on how you trade. So I trade through a company, so I get taxed at corporation rates. I don't know what who you're referring to, the part, but I am using multiple screens. You're only seeing one here. You can only see one screw. Well, you're not even seeing that. You're seeing one chart. You're seeing a couple of my scanners, 2 of my scanners, and one chart. That's all you're seeing on TikTok. If you across on YouTube, obviously seeing a hell of a lot more. I would need to pay income tax if I paid myself a salary. I don't pay myself a salary, Pat. Get yourself, if you're going to be doing it, you get yourself a good CPA and do it that way. So I'm less liable. When I moved my because I invest in my own pension as well, I get tax breaks on that. So a third of my gains every month I put away and invest into, put away for the third for the tax, put away for into my pension and my long-term holdings, which I get tax breaks on that. I get tax breaks on all my expenditure, and I pay myself a dividend when I need to, and I pretty much put everything through the books. I was advised, I was given the advice that I could, if I need money, that I could give myself a business loan through the company with very low interest rates, if anything, and that's not taxable either. So no. Like, it's wherever you're based. It's whatever jurisdiction you're based in. You can trade whatever stock market, but it's whatever jurisdiction you're based in. They will take your if you've got a decent accountant, they will do the conversion rate on a pro rata basis, so that they'll get you the best rates in terms of what you've made in dollars versus what you owe in my case, euros. And they'll take a spot rate across the period that you're paying tax for. Now, if you can prove that that's the spot rate and you're taking that as your spot rate, that's what they'll do, and you usually get away with that. They don't. It's not important that it's to the cent or to the penny every single day. They'll take a spot rate across the year. Ape stock down at 635 from yesterday. It's slightly up on the day, but Bed Bath and Beyond, that's not looking like it's going to recover anytime soon. Don't know why I've even got that on my watch list anymore. AMC is down again from yesterday. I had the big gap down and then it's down again from yesterday. Quit for the day. I'm sorry, Pat. Yesterday I did quit. that was the whole point. I lost money yesterday and I quit for the day. But again, you've got to, like I say, zoom out. We're still almost $100,000 in gross profit on the month, and any fees and whilst you don't get any tax break because of the wash rule on any intraday losses, it's the profits. It evens out anyway. So, but the fees and charges that are like commission fees, ECN fees, FINRA fees, all that kind of stuff, transaction charges, you can offset that against tax as well. So. Another day, fresh start. Absolutely, Jack. What happened yesterday is yesterday. Can't worry about that now. Trade group, very low volume, not worth trading right now. We trade group, now not trading you in this kind of volume. There's no real volume right now with any of these stocks. Blue Aprons getting a bit of volume coming in. Up at 7s. How do I pick stocks to trade? I use Benzinga. I've got to meet certain criteria that I set out with my trade plan. And I teach people. Am I investing 800k on day trading? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question, Toffer. Sorry about that. But I'm not investing 800k. I've made about 800k's worth of gross profit on the year, if that's what you're asking, on day trading. Yes. Where does that 800k come from? Yes, it's on day trading. I've made about 800k so far this year. In fact, I'll tell you exactly how much I've made this year. I've got my trader view reports open, and I've got it open to the year as well. So 807,634 cents. No, $807,634.86. That's how much I've made gross profit. But that's across the whole year. So you want to know what amount am I using to day trade for profit? So I start every month with $30,000 in my account. So I start with $30,000 in my account, and then at the end of the month, whatever profits I've made, I withdraw. And I split that up. So I split that up with a third. I wait for it goes away, and I put that away for the tax man. A third I reinvest in a longer term holdings. And like I was just saying, because I reinvest that in my pension, my SIPP, which is with Interactive. I get tax breaks on that as well. Here in Ireland, if you put money into your pension, you get equivalent tax breaks on. I think this is the same in the UK as well. If you're investing long term in your pension, it's not just tax-free trading in your pension plan, but you can also you can get tax on what you've invested in that. So there's all kinds of tax breaks on that. Speak to a CPA if you want more details on that. And then there's a third for it sits there for me when I need it. You're not the only one, Super Chip. I've been trading really crap this last fortnight and still making money. Now that's some going. But I said on Thursday, I did a trade recap on Thursday. I took a trade on Thursday. I made 32,000 on it, and it was because it looked like it just reminded me of the HKD. I think it was APTD Digital, and I took a trade, and it was a pure gamble, and I made 32k on it. And I look back at it, I'm like, I shouldn't have took that trade. I've just been trading really badly. And I did a trade recap. I put it on YouTube. It's up there on YouTube if you want to take a look at last Thursday's trade recap. And I said to myself, look, if I continue trading like this, the luck's going to run out, and I'm trading badly, but I'm getting breakouts in my favor when it could quite easily go the other direction. It's only a matter of time before trading badly like this is going to come back and bite me, and it did yesterday. So, Matt, how do I pick stocks to trade? If you look at in the middle of the screen or in the left of the screen, if you're on YouTube or Twitch or ShareVision or wherever, these stocks here are my scanners. These are just 2 of my 6 scanners I have open on my laptop screen. That I can click on there. It tells me what's moving, how much it's moving, what the price is, what the volume of trades have been transacted in the session as well. And I can then click through, get some of the fundamental details, what float size, news catalyst, anything like that. And if it meets a certain criteria, then I will put it on the watch list for trading. I'll watch it and I'll watch the price action. I've got 6 stocks on my watch list screen here, 6 charts that I look at. Will watch the price action, and if it meets certain criteria on the price action, I'll then enter a trade. Yeah, but you can get the full report from the broker. That's easy enough, Bowman. Is Bonzo going to pop today? Any particular reason? It popped last week. Is that just hope that you're Chuck, that you're thinking Bonzo will pop again like it did last week? So Bonzo right now, there's no volume at all. But Bonzo Electronics did a nice little pop on Friday. If you're holding bags up at $5 and that's why you're saying it's going to pop, I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. It went up to kind of $6 on Friday. It did pop the week before as well, went up to $12. But I think so, which basically means I think Friday was a bit of a dead cat bounce. But I wouldn't trade Bonzo intraday today. Not with this kind of volume and lack of volatility. So I don't know where you're getting your ideas from, whether you traded it last week and you're still holding bags and hoping it's going to go up there, but that's, asking people to buy it in the chat ain't going to move the needle on the price. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, Bowman, if every trade you get your broker statement, that goes to your CPA, they go through it all, and your broker will give you a statement for your CPA with all the summary and everything else. If they want a more detailed, if you Inland Revenue or IRS or whoever it is that looks at your taxes, if they want a more detailed report, that can be obtained, but the summary report is usually sufficient. Yeah, Bowman, the summary from your broker is usually sufficient. Hey, Dennis. Not a lot of movement at the moment. Apron is probably Blue Apron. Probably the one that's moving the most with decent volume. Not really a setup there at the moment for me. If you want to check it, Matt, so in terms of these stocks to trade and things like that, if you want to check out Benzinga, you can do that for free. Just go into my link tree. It's the second link in my link tree is Benzinga. You get all the stock scanners, signals, alerts, rolling news in real time. It's a really good tool. Just check it out. It's the link in my link tree, second one down, and you check it out for free for 14 days. There's also a discount link if you do like it. There's a discount link there in my link tree that you can get 35% off. So But yeah, check it out for free, buddy. I know today, I'll have a look for you. No, not much volume at all. It is gapping up slightly, 6% up on the day. Cano Health had a good day yesterday, but no volume at the moment. The volume didn't come in till after the bell yesterday anyway on Cano Health. It certainly helps, Pat. Fast connection speeds are good, but if you've got a gaming setup, the way I would best describe it, if you've got a PC gaming setup or a computer gaming setup, it's usually sufficient because you want low latency speeds, and you don't have to have huge bandwidth, but you just need low latency because the amount of data going down the wire isn't huge, but the speeds are absolutely essential. And the same with the processing speed on your computer. So if you get a computer that's set up as a gaming PC, there's certain companies that are not doing that anymore. But if you get a gaming PC, it's usually sufficient for for day trading. I'm going to put Apron on the watch list. It's going to replace Bed Bath & Beyond. I think Bed Bath & Beyond's dead for now. I'm not saying it's dead totally. We may see it again, but we'll see. There's not a lot of movement right now. You can see the momentum scanners here. That's like the top momentum here, which is Histogen and We Trade Group. The volume is very poor. So Blue Apron is the only one with a reasonable volume pre-market over the last 15 minutes. Everything is very poor. AMC is getting some volume coming in, but relatively speaking, it is still, fairly low. Let's look at AMC right now. It's not doing much. It's underneath the VWAP. It's just tested the VWAP. It's underneath the VWAP right now. So it's kind of sideways at the moment. I'll take a look for you. So this is Ali Financial. I don't know much about the company. So if you're looking at it for long-term holding, I suggest do your due diligence. Look at the financials. Look at the balance sheet. Who's on the board, and what projects and what projections they have, etc. What is the history in terms of EPS and stuff as well? It's been downwards trending for quite some time, so I'd be a little bit cautious about that. But from an intraday point of view, from a day trading point of view, there's no trades there at the moment. There's no volume, there's no volatility, there's no nothing for day trading, not even for swing trading. From a long-term investment, it's looking weak. So I would, it looks like it's following the markets actually, but I'd have to research the company. If I was going to say it's something I would buy and hold, I'd have to research the company. And I suggest everybody does that. If you're talking about your long-term investments, there are probably a handful, you can count them on one hand, of companies that you don't really need to do too much due diligence about, and it's a good investment. And those are big names in the S&P 500 that are coffee table names. Apart from that, always do your due diligence. Always look into the balance sheet, look into the board of directors, look into who's running the company, look at what the profitability of the company is, look at what the projections going forward are, etc., etc. How's Miyako? She's okay today. She's a lot better today. She's eating again today, which is a big bonus. If you look at Ali on the daily, you see how it's kind of downwards trending quite significantly. We seem to have hit a floor here down at kind of $32. But with it following the market, if you look at this, if you look at the SPY, for example, it's following the market. SPY had a better rally, and now it's pulling back, whereas Ali didn't rally so hard, just kind of went sideways, and we kind of start hitting this floor. So I'm a little bit, it's not looking that strong, looking fairly weak, and I would be reluctant personally to trade that unless I knew a lot more about the company. Just looking purely on technicals and doing away with the fundamentals, it's not looking too strong. Well, she's snoring right behind me, so you probably will hear her snoring at some point. Hey Tester, not seen you for a while. What program do I use to stream? OBS Studio. So I'm streaming from OBS to Restream.io, and then from Restream to .io, I'm multicasting to a number of different platforms. But I'm actually using my phone to stream on TikTok. We're just waiting for a bit of action at the moment, guys. We've got an hour before the market opens, and quite frankly, nothing really moving. Anything, it looks to be a day of selling. Actually, let's have a quick look at the losers today. Certia Holdings down, not great volume. Oh, if you're looking at the downside, you want to be looking for exactly the same criteria but in reverse. But one thing is not in reverse, you're still looking for the same volume. So instead of gapping up, you want it gapping down. But there's only really two stocks there that are gapping down the way for a longer kind of a short. GCT, which is responsible for my big loss yesterday, and Certia Holdings. And they're not exactly on high volume, either of them. Zoom down 10%. So the gap it doesn't look like it's a good time to short things that are going to have a continued sell off. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Getting a pop from AMC. Not great volume, but we're getting a pop. We might get some sympathy from A. Have a pull back now on AMC. I'm watching both of them. I wouldn't say that Cathie Wood's stock's a toxic day trader. I just think she's made some poor decisions this year. Well, not her, but her hedge fund managers have made some poor decisions this year. Well, she ultimately takes responsibility, but it's the people she employs to do the portfolio management that ultimately are to blame. Do I think GCT can reclaim the $40 mark? Yes. Do I think it's going to do it today? No. Not financial advice, just my personal opinion. Let's go to GCT. So it's looking weak right now. There's nobody trading it, but let's look at it on the 60-minute chart. So you'll see this because it opened up on Friday. What was it? Thursday. And then it moved up. Yesterday it sold off, and we're kind of consolidating down here. So this isn't particularly strong, a particularly strong looking chart right now, particularly for an IPO. So this only IPO'd last week. What you would want from an IPO that's looking strong is you get this move up, maybe a bit of consolidation, then another move up. That would be a strong IPO. So you get 2 or 3 days of upwards momentum. Yesterday it sold off and had a bounce, and then sold off into the close. So GCT is not looking very strong right now. Will it get back up over $40? Well, it's only at 34, so it's got to move $6. 40.50 is what that's the closing price from yesterday, I think it is. Closed 41.40 from yesterday. 41.40. So the fact that this has already got over 3 days form for moving, you know, $10-15 in a day, to move up $6 isn't going to ask too much of it. You know, the ATR on this would say that yes, it can get over $40. Where it's looking right now, I'm not convinced it will, though. That's the problem. Yeah, well, it's not just her rep, it's her company, isn't it? ARK Invest. And she was doing really well up until this year, which goes to show that anybody can do well in a bull market, if you think about it. But the whole point of hedge fund management is that you can adapt your strategy for bull and bear to outperform the market. Unfortunately, very few hedge funds actually do outperform the market. So, I mean, you'd be as well to just stick your money in. If you're talking about ETFs, just stick it in the spider, and it would track it would track the market. We'll get Twitter comes out. Had a big sell-off this morning already. We might be getting a bounce on Twitter. Not looking strong enough to trade right now, but we've just got a little bit of a bounce. That's why it hit the momentum scanners. We'll wait for a bit of volatility. I mean, this is moving up steadily, but I want something with a bit of volatility that I can take advantage of. Yeah, I looked at Intelligent Living earlier, so not really done much for a while. It popped up first thing, and it's just consolidated. It's underneath the VWAP right now. This is Intelligent Living Group. It's currently up 22% on the day. It's trading underneath the VWAP currently, which means it's downwards trending. It's retracing. It looks sideways, but it's downwards trending underneath the VWAP. It's rejected the VWAP a couple of times, so not great volume. Needs better volume. Got Marin Software, probably the one that, so no in the ticker. Marin Software, it's at 220s right now, and again, this is underneath the VWAP. This moved up on news of a collaboration, or that it could work with Snapchat commercial algorithms, and that news came out after hours yesterday, and it popped up. If you look at this on the 15-minute chart, you can see what happened. They released the news, the Snapchat news, it popped up, went up almost to $3, and then it's just slowly giving back those gains. So Marin Software, top gapper today. I mean, we've got Uri Farmer, but that's an acquisition, so that doesn't count. But Marin Software, the top gapper today, and it's already selling off. We've got Intelligent Living, not great volume, as I mentioned. Blue Apron is probably the one that's most of interest. It's got the momentum right now. We Trade Group, not enough volume. Polo Alto, again, not enough volume. Indonesian Energy, not enough volume. That's what we're lacking at the moment, is volume. PK, it depends on the stock. If you're getting I prefer something with a catalyst that I can see, but normally what we've found over the last couple of weeks, for example, okay, is that you can get stocks in the bioscience sector. We had a whole bunch of stocks moved up, and we're talking going parabolic on sector strength. So it doesn't have to be a specific catalyst for that one stock. You can get stocks that move and move well on sector strength. So they're in a particular market sector. So for example, back in February when the war first broke out, we had all these energy stocks went parabolic. Indonesian Energy and Houston American and all of these other ones. So if the sector is showing particular strength and it's got good volatility, there's enough volume in there, then yes, I will trade that even if there is no specific catalyst driving that one stock. If there are other stocks in that sector that are moving up, that stock may be trading on sympathy. Same thing as well if you see one stock moving up on in a sector and it's connected in some way to another one, and that one moves without a catalyst, it could be a sympathy movement, which is sometimes worth trading as well. And Twitter, not surprised. So Musk is compiling his list of witnesses that he's subpoenaing for the trial, I think, which is next month, I believe, September. The court case. Hey Tamimi, good to have you back. Not quite enough volume on either of those, or volatility for that matter. I mean, looking decent, but not feeling it. Yeah, not really. I mean, this isn't really Apple dumping, this is the market dumping. If you look at, this is Apple and this is the SPY, so very similar. This is the Nasdaq. It's not really Apple dumping, it's the market dumping. So Apple tends to follow the market, and as does Amazon. You'll see Amazon doing a similar pattern. If I just put Amazon in there as well, bit more choppy, but similar pattern. AMD, yeah, there you go. Micron, not so much. Micron's pretty static, but then again, there's not a lot of people trading it at the moment. So, but a lot of these stocks that copy the market, the likes of Apple, are moving with the market rather than leading it. Yeah, give that screen a dozen taps. Well, for those of you in America, a dozen is 12. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. It just really helps with the algorithm. It puts it out to more people, suggests to more people as a potential stream that they want to. It also shows the level of engagement as well. So same thing on TikTok. That snoring is the floof. So she's back to herself. Well, she's not fully back to herself today, but she's looking a lot better. Hey, Yella. Absolutely. So the problem with trading the S&P itself, or trading ETFs that are tracking the S&P, it's a derivative. So it will move and it will influence other stocks, but you're only going to get an incremental move. So in order to take advantage of that, you've got to take a lot bigger leverage. So for example, at the moment the SPY is pretty break even, but it's a fraction of a percentage point down. You're not a big day. A big day is like a 2.5-3 point move. Whereas when you get a 2.5 or 3 point move on the markets themselves, there's going to be stocks in there that are moving 200-300%, let alone 2-3%. So you get more volatility by trading the instruments that make up the derivative than trading the derivative itself. In addition to that, you're going to have to increase leverage to take advantage of those small incremental moves on the derivative, and they tend to be a lot more expensive. So you end up increasing your risk. That's a good shot, that one, Steez. I guess you're happy with that one. Where is let's open my trading view for now. I've not opened it up until now, so I'm just going to open it and then close it again. So Bitcoin, now it's just ranging around that 21 to 21.5 area at the moment. So 21,374. Underwater on all my crypto holdings again. Well, I was only green briefly on Cardano last week, but yeah. What's my target for a long position? Not sure what you're asking the question, but if you're asking how do I set my take profit target when I go long, it depends on the volatility of the stock, and the price as well, and of course the ATR. So if you've got stock that's particularly volatile, like for example GCT last week, very volatile stock, moving $10 was nothing within a matter of minutes. So you would set your price target accordingly to that. You would look at the spreads as well, because you want to make sure that you're getting enough coverage to make profits on your spreads. So it depends on the stock, it depends on the movement and the volatility of the stock, it depends on the price of the stock. So if you might want to say, if you're setting yourself, if you're on a $5 stock and it's moving up steadily, following a trend, you might set yourself a 20-cent target or a 10-cent target. You might look for 10 cents with a view to hitting 20 and take profit at the first 10 cents. If it pulls back, you get out for break even. So there's a number of different You can't type on YouTube. Right, okay. I was trying to work out what you were saying there, Max, because of the spelling mistake. And I'm like, okay, well, you can't type on YouTube. That's no problem. But thanks anyway, Max. No problem at all, George. You too. And let's see what happens today. Pet. Momentum scanners. No volume though. That's what we're missing. We're just missing volume right now. Marin's coming back with some volume. Bit lower than I like to trade. It's below the VWAP2, so just trying to make a move up on this Snapchat news. Blue Water Vaccines making some inroads on low volume. Tough Built hitting the scanners on very low volume, not very volatile either. But we're starting to see some movement now. Hopefully we'll get a couple of catalysts at the top of the hour. 9 AM, someone drops some news and something goes absolutely parabolic for us. Right now, there's absolutely nothing worth trading. This is looking to me like a zero trade day if it behaves like this for the rest of it. It's not going to, let's face it. We've had a few of these earlier this month, last month in particular, where it was like this and then it went mental after the bell. So that's what we're looking for. I'll take a look at Nighthawk for you, Bowman. Okay, nobody's trading it at the minute. 164,000 shares been traded in the out of hours session since close yesterday. So there's nobody trading it at the moment. 248. It's looks to have had its day. It doesn't look like it's going to because it had a good pop up yesterday from kind of 210s, and then it's retraced all the way back down. It went up to like 340. It's retraced most of its gains, lost most of its gains from yesterday. It's below yesterday's close price, 2.5%. That doesn't really mean a lot. When the volume comes in, will it have a continuation? I don't know, but watch at the bell. If you're still stuck in this, it's not looking that strong, but we'll see. Then BMI International, the IMI. This is, again, very low volume. It moved up yesterday. It's slightly up on the day. 5% moved up yesterday, but it's just very, very low volume at the minute. Nobody trading it. 200,000 shares traded so far today. Oh, in the out of hours session, rather. So there's no trade there. You've got a double top here as well. There's not a lot. If you look at it even on the 15-minute, whilst it moved up yesterday, it's held most of its gains at 59 cents, but it's not looking that strong right now. Lack of volume. If it gets volume, you might get a continued move. You might get another 10, 20 cents out of that. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Don't sue me. RVPH, absolutely not. There's no volume at all. So this is at 29,000 shares traded so far. So there's no intraday trade there. If you're long on it and you're swinging it, and you know more than I do about the company, Reviver Pharma had a good day yesterday. Did good moves yesterday. Went from kind of 74 cents up to over $1. So it had a good. Relatively speaking, a good move percentage-wise. I don't trade these literal penny stocks, but it's slightly up on the day, nearly 5% up on the day, but there's nobody trading it. No, you tend to find that institutional traders will do it. pre-market and post and post-market as well. The algorithmic traders will trade all whenever they can, and this is what happens when you get news pops at 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of that's algorithmic that takes place. The difference and the way it's more risky to trade pre-market is the lack of volume and liquidity. There's a lower liquidity, there's less people trading, there's lower liquidity on it and pretty much everything, so moves can be quite dramatic. Things can move on very low volume, huge range. So, and if you get, in addition to that, there are no safety nets for, if you're a retail trader, there are no safety nets. You can't put stocks in place, they just won't execute. You've got to have an itchy trigger and your finger on the trigger to sell your position, or cover your position at any time, depends if you go in long or short. And there's no volatility halts either. So if, for example, I got caught in one with, I think it was Tough Built a few weeks ago when they announced a secondary offering and the price just crashed, and I was trading that pre-market. We went from, I think, about 7,000 up to 5,000 down, pre-market or whatever it was, and got caught in that flush down, and there was nothing I could do because I couldn't put a stop in place to prevent it because it wouldn't execute, and I couldn't. And if you can't trade on market orders either, so you have to put limit orders in. And again, when it moves that quick, very often it'll just blow past the limit order. So it just has a lot more risk trading the out of hours sessions than it would be in the open market. Well, it's small gains, Captain Kirk. Small gains. So you bide your time. If you can do, think of it this way: if you can do $200 a day, that's an extra 50 grand a year, and it mounts up. Now, if you're doing $200 a day, that's $1,000 a week, and whatever account size you've got, that $1,000 a week at the end of the month, that's an extra $4,000 on your account. So you do that for 3 months, you've got an extra $12,000. You don't withdraw, you've got an extra $12,000 on your account. And then if you're in a margin account, you can actually, of course, use that compounding effect of that for additional margins. So just to put this into context of what I'm saying here, the small account that I've been trading since last Monday had $2,500 when we started, 2,510 to be precise. We've now got over $6,100 on that account in 6 trading days. So I've gone from having a $15,000 buying power to $36,000 buying power inside a week. So that slow and steady gains, being very picky and choosy with your trades, which is what I'm doing on the small account, which is how I recommend everybody trades, is not what I've been doing on the large account. I had a really good start to the month. And pretty much got to month goal, so I've been swinging like a madman every time. Yeah, that's 150% gain. So that's 150% in a year. That's better than much. You're outperforming the market by 10x, more than 10x. Well, just move to an offshore broker, Captain Kirk. Go on, take your money and stick it in a broker like CMEG or another offshore broker. I think one of the problems that people don't like going with these offshore brokers is they get charged commissions, and in the long, the short, and the tall of it, there actually probably won't be that much difference between what they're losing on the spreads versus the commissions. So at least you can trade more than 4 trades a week, you know. Yeah, you're best waiting for the setups, Steez. I mean, it will be so easy to see the momentum on 8 now to just jump in and think it's going to continue, but there's not enough volatility, there's not enough volume for this to, you know, it's just not, the momentum's not there right now just to jump in on that and hope for the best. AMC's a little bit better though. Look for the higher time frame. Really, I want to be seeing about 50,000 shares a minute after the bell. Pre-market is different. It's all relative, so it's got to be good relative volume. And but after the bell, at least 100,000 shares a minute is ideal. At least a minimum of 50,000 shares a minute. Not sure what you're asking there, Captain Kirk. Trying to understand the question, but I'm not quite understanding it. Yes, I check. So in terms of Tamimi, so in terms of volume, so if you look at the scanners there right now, based on session volume, I've also got the average volume over the last 3 months, over the last 100 days. So you can take a look at the session volume, and you get your relative. You've actually got a scanner on Benzinga that'll give you the relative volume directly, but I like to calculate it myself. So I will look at what's the average volume over the last 3 months or so, what's the current volume, and where are we relatively speaking. That's your relative volume. So I want good relative volume. Ideally, you want at least 3x on the relative volume. I like to say Marin right now is 4.2 million. It normally does 300,000 shares, so it's over 10x on the relative volume. Same thing with Uri Pharma, but that's an acquisition, so that doesn't count. Intelligent Living Group, however, is 3.5 million. It normally does 14.5 million, so that's low relative volume. So it's the relative volume that really moves a stock. If it's just doing what it normally does on any given day, then it doesn't mean, it basically means that traders are trading it as they normally would on any given day. So it's relative volume that moves a stock. Ape, we saw yesterday, we can't really gauge Ape because yesterday it was the IPO, so we got 122 million shares traded yesterday of Ape. Over the course of 3 months, that will level off. And you'll see that come down. It'll probably end up being about 10-15 million shares traded a day or whatever. I hope that answers your question on volume. Correct. So I still look at it for volume on the whatever time frame I'm trading at. If I'm looking down here at the volume histogram, if there's no volume and I'm looking for a pattern breakout up here, if I see let's say a flat top formation with an ascending wedge into a flat top formation, but I'm not seeing the volume down here, it's not going to. The likelihood is that resistance that's causing that flat top formation is not going to get broken. More often than not, if it breaks above that, you're going to get faked out because the volume isn't there for the continuation. So you need the volume for the continuation. So yes, you do look at the volume histogram, the volume profile on whatever pattern you're looking at, whatever time frame your pattern is that you're trading for a breakout, you look at the volume on that. If it's low volume, then you can't expect a continuation for the breakout. So yeah, volume is important. That's okay, Captain, and that's why I asked you, because I don't understand what it is you're asking. So, ask a question, and I'm happy to answer it as best I can. It's also delayed data, Mark. So TradingView, because it's free, all data in TradingView on the free package is delayed and a lot slower. If you use the app instead of the web tool, you'll find it speeds up a little bit, but also you'll need a subscription to TradingView, the basic subscription to TradingView, if you want live data and you want particular real-time data on the screeners as well. So, which is why I use Benzinga. I have used TradingView, I've used Finviz, I've tried a whole bunch of them. Trade Ideas, I think, is a bit expensive. I mean, Benzingas can be considered expensive, but not nearly as much as Trade Ideas. And I think Benzinga's personally, I prefer Benzinga to Trade Ideas as well. Yeah, you have to subscribe to TradingView if you want live data. Which I don't think that's a nicey stock, but I'll take a look. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's not a nicey stock. Not on not on the New York Stock Exchange, Bowman. So I don't know what exchange that's on. If that's, I think that might be a London Stock Exchange one, which I don't have that data feed. If I could pay for it, if I wanted to trade the London market, I'd just pay for that data feed to CMEG, and I'd get that as well. But is it though, Mimi? Is it though? It's testing the VWAP here. I'll put 350. I wouldn't say it's moving. It needs to get above the VWAP. Testing the VWAP. It's on, it's moved up a little bit to test the VWAP, but you know, the first candle rejected. Let's zoom in so that you can see it. First candle rejected, second candle rejected, third candle got a doji. So that's not really set up for me. I mean, there's an argument there for a double, you know, W shape, but no, it needs to get above the VWAP. You want it above the VWAP, maybe come back, test the VWAP as support, and then have a break of new highs. So next candle above the VWAP, tested as support, next candle breaks new highs, that will potentially be your entry point. Yeah, I think that's a stretch looking for the W pattern there. It really is, because the range is that's just a support level down at kind of 340 area. We've got the resistance of the $0.50 here. So although it's been up to 352, that still would encompass the $0.50 resistance level. But we've got the VWAP here as well, which is another resistance level. So it's 352. If it gets above 350, 352, 355, then comes back, tests the VWAP, and then moves on to new highs, gets like 356, 357. Yeah, possibly. I'm just waffling, Alistair. It's amazing when you do this every day how much you learn, especially if you've got somebody teaching you. Memo facts. I've not taken any trades yet. There's been no setups yet, so still waiting for setups. Intelligent living is what I'm looking at right here, but like I say, it needs to get over the VWAP. It's flat topping at the VWAP area now at 352. So we just broke 353. Will we get an increase in volume? That's the question down here. So we're getting a little bit of volume coming in, but it looks like we're getting rejected. So the volatility is not there. If you got good volume coming in, that would have broke and you would have gone up to 370 at least, which is the next resistance level. Because we've had multiple taps of the 370 line, which that's the next resistance level after this. So now we're getting a little bit of a move. We had a little bit of an increase in volume, not huge amounts, a little bit of an increase in volume down here, and the next resistance level is 370. But what I'd like to see now is to test the VWAP as support, back down to 352, and then next candle to make a new high. So the high of this candle is 359, so you're looking at 360 and above. Bbby, that's an acquisition, same thing. So this is Bbby, and if you look at this on the 5-minute, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So it gapped up base. It's a company being acquired. So Bbby being acquired, it's an acquisition, and I think 1550 or 1540 is the acquisition price or something. So there's no trades there. It's just somebody buying up all the shares, mandatorily buying up all the shares because it's a corporate acquisition. I'm probably behind you at the moment, Alistair. Based on this week. I'm certainly not in the top 3 traders this week, that's for sure. Not at the moment. I know it's only Tuesday morning, but if I can clear the drawdown this week, which is asking something, if I manage to clear the drawdown this week, then I'll consider myself top 3 again. But up until I've cleared that drawdown, I'm not. I've been trading atrocious. I think it's your fault, Alistair. You went on holiday and I've been jealous, and since you went on holiday, I've been trading badly. Making money, but I'm trading badly. And as long as you're making money and trading badly, you don't tend to discipline yourself as much. So yesterday was a big kick in the behind to say, Tony, get your act together. You're better than this. Well, my stats prove I'm better than this. Bed Bath and Beyond. I'll take a look for you, but it's not a lot happening with Bed Bath and Beyond. It's 3.5% up. It's had a little bit of a pop up first thing, but it's very choppy downwards. It's kind of VWAP fading right now. It's chopping around the VWAP. Now it's tapping the VWAP and fading. Tap the VWAP fade. So Bed Bath and Beyond is not looking particularly strong at the moment. That could turn around at the bell. We've got 18 minutes to wait for that. AMC had its little move up, pull back to the VWAP. See that move up, pull back to the VWAP. AMC sister stock, hey, baby sister, did exactly the same formation, move up, came back, tap the VWAP. So the markets are down again. It looks like, yeah, Russell index. So let's look at this on the 15, you'll see it better. So had this sell-off, gap down and sell-off yesterday. This is the Russell index, this is small cap index. Kind of been sideways underneath the VWAP since in the 8 of hours session. We've got the SPY, which is the S&P 500 index, ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Very similar pattern. The sell-off yesterday and then just sideways, but it's actually selling a little bit more now. NASDAQ, very similar position. So the markets are all looking a little bit weak again today. Look at it on the daily. It's had this huge move up and then we just yes, not in pre-market though, Alistair. Just in the last couple of days in the open market, I've been doing that because of the volatility of the moves. You're absolutely right, James. You know, a zero trade day is a break-even day, and a break-even is not a red day. So just wait for a bit of volatility. There's no point taking a trade straight at boredom. Speaking from personal experience, take those boredom trades and you take the setup that aren't, you know, A+ setups. You just set yourself up to lose money. I know. How's GME doing today? Nobody trading it at the minute. It's a far cry from $45 that it was at 48. and AMC for that matter. They're both following a similar pattern. But the flip-flopping, one's leading the other and then the swapping. Swapping? Is that even a word? Swapping? No problem. I'm still on target for a good month. Yeah, I'm still on target for the month. As I was saying before you arrived, Alistair, I'm 2k off my trade profit goal. From 16k off my net profit goal as a result of the up and down swings and the big swings this month. I've racked up a lot more charges than I would normally do. And that happens when you go bigger size as well. Of course, your commission, your transaction fees tend to be a lot higher. I'm not going to say that losing 64k in a day doesn't smart, because it does. It does hurt. But like I say, it's one of those, I can't get emotionally involved with it until I withdraw the money out. It's not my money until I withdraw it. So if I get to the end of the month and I'm 100 grand up in profit, who's going to remember the 64k I lost on this week? Nobody. I won't. It'll be forgotten. As soon as I draw some profit out at the end of the month. When I'm sat on a beach drinking mojitos. Hey Thomas, good to see you back. Yeah, well, Alistair, unfortunately, you've witnessed me be in the position where I've had the drawdown at the beginning of the month and had to come back from it, and that's the thing. When you're halfway through the month and you're in a good position, and then having a big red day, it doesn't hurt as much. It still stings, but it doesn't hurt as much because you can look and zoom out and see where you are on the month, zoom out where you are on the quarter, zoom out. This is probably, I would say, my best ever quarter. June, July, August. That's not a quarter though, is it? It's July, August, September. So we're not coming to the end of the quarter. That's my bad. I can have an offset year. If June, July, August was a quarter.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy.
It moved, but it only moved like 3-4%. Ideally, I want to see something moving like 7, 10, 15% in that 15-minute period on the momentum scanner. Not getting it right now, but we'll see. So I'm just hitting the signals. I'm just ripping off the signals. Anything that's moving with the decent volatility, I'm just giving a quick look. Is there any volume going with it? The signals tells me the volatility. It just tells me the moves within a 1 minute time frame, and by how much percentage, and by dollar amount as well. And where it is on the day. It doesn't tell me the volume, unfortunately, on the signals. That's what the scanners are there for. Indonesian yen is making slow, steady gains up. Not on great volume yet, but Indo can be like that. Spreads are not bad on Indonesian energy, actually, 4 cents. What signal do I use for volatility? I get the signals. I've got a scanner on Benzinga that is called Signals, and it gives me price spikes. It gives me highs and lows, whether that be session highs, 52-week high breaks, low breaks, that kind of thing. It also gives me volatility halt and resumption signals as well when that happens. Any kind of block trades that go through. So the signals scanner on Benzinga is what I use for volatility. You can't see it on YouTube, but I've got that open in front of me, I assure you. Yeah, Snapchat sending Marin software higher. Still not got the volatility that I really want to see. That comes out in real time. On the Benzinga scanner, that comes out in real time. So what you tend to find is that first, I can't really pay much attention to that because there's a lot of noise after the bell. And whilst I put filters on there, so it's everything above $2, you get a lot of price spikes coming out and new highs, session highs, etc. right after the bell. So I'm really just looking for volatility halts and resumptions in that first 15 minutes on that particular scanner. I'll look for the volatility in terms of percentage move on the momentum scanner. So this is my momentum scanner here. So this is I look for percentage moves, and if I get a good percentage move, I've also got surging scanner as well, which is like over the last 5 minutes. What I don't want to get bogged down is that there's a real-time sack. didn't miss Thiago in the middle. We missed the ability to play football. What we did. There was no excuse for that level of defending. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to bury my head in the sand. Cheers, everybody. There we go. That's the opening bell. So AMC, what's the high so far? Pre-market high 690. Break of 7. This is a small account. We've just made, for those of you on TikTok, we've just made $75 on ape. Can't see the P&L because it's on the small account, unfortunately. I need to pop that out and throw it across, and then you'll be able to see it. Okay, Houston American, popping up. If anyone sees anything really volatile, let me know. AMC continuing to sell off here. And serve coal, very low volume. Indonesian Energy on good volume, moving up. Energy stocks looking good today. There's a 6-7 cent spread on Indonesian Energy, so just be careful with that. Houston American might be better in terms of spreads. That's the dog. That's the snoring chow chow you can hear. Yeah, there's only 1 cent spreads on Houston American, so that might be better than Indonesian Energy. If you can't deal with the 7 or 8 cent spreads, WeTrade. Let's have a look at WeTrade because it's halted. That's why there's no volume. It's halted at 36. Selling, but like a bit of a bank run. I've got a 20-cent trailing stop in place for this second portion of the trade. So whilst I'm doing that, I'll switch over onto my large account to see if there's anything worth trading. Five, 6 cents on the spreads. You need to factor that into your risk. Right now, Indonesian Energy is probably my momentum stock. Not stock picks. I'm not offering signals or stock picks. I'm just giving my thoughts out loud. Still waiting for a new high. That's not really that would have gone already, so it's going to go, but it's just I'm not seeing the volatility it's going to go parabolic, because that would have gone already. Just making a couple of each new high is like a couple of cents before rejection. Not my idea of fun. Let's look at AMC. AMC's selling off hard. Oh, 46. Yeah, I best come back to this. Yeah, well, it was a double top I was worried about, Alistair. Got a stop in place here at 705, a trailing stop at 705 currently. So 20 cent behind. Don't know, I'm just showing a 750 on the ask. It should be nice. I'm not showing anything on the bid. Well, it looks like it's a 10-minute halt. I've had 5.5 minutes, so that looks like that's a 10-minute halt. Oh no. It's zoom pretty much flat. There we go, got stopped out on the pullback. I'm just making inroads into that initial drawdown that we did earlier with 8. Nothing really jumping out in terms of huge momentum right now. This one really just broke new highs. AMC's trying to make a move back up, but this one, not. Spreads are widening slightly. A bit of a wall here at 715. Got enough momentum to get over it though, so. So a little bit of a wall at 715. Need another run up here on 8. Next halt up is 756, so that's a long way away right now. Bounce on the VWAP. VWAP is 93. 790. Get it. Yeah, so that's a halt down this time. No, that's because unfortunately you can't see you can see the trades, but you can't see the P&L on TikTok because the P&L is on my main account. That's what it's. I can't switch between the setups of what's showing on TikTok. But I'll go back to my main account now. Well, that's halted. And I've not taken a trade on my main account yet. The S&P 500's having a nice day, a nice rally. The Nasdaq even better. Where's all the volatility? A lot of wicks, up wicks. I'm looking for the setup here. Missed my entry. We're just looking for some tellurium might come good yet. I know. Steadily moving up. Not a lot of big volatile moves, that's the thing. What we're looking for, we just want some decent volatility. Greenbrook TMS. No, not enough volume. Bed Bath and Beyond. No. GCT. No. Nope. This is steady gains here. Having a good moment. Decent volume as well. 275s at the moment. Excuse me. On the short sale restriction list as well, which might account for it moving up the way it's moving up. So here go Inc. Ticker EAR here. Also, I'll have a look at that. Well, it's not going to be a short squeeze, Captain Kirk. It only launched yesterday, so there's not going to be enough people shorting it. Palo Alto is up at 565. If you like these larger stocks, Palo Alto is a good company. It's having a good day today. It's currently up 11%, which is huge for a stock of this size, of this price.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna...
Looking for the bounce up to 7. Put it 93. Up between the spreads at the minute. Give it 10 cents. There we go. Giving it 10 cents. Or it continues to pull back. AMC is looking weak, but it will probably follow suit. Hit bond resume. And pulling back. This is a highly volatile stock. What's the spreads? 6 cents. Not seeing much in the way of volatility across the board, really. Have a look at Ackley in a minute. That's Achille. Let's have a look at Achille. It's had a huge run up the other day. This gapped up at, it went from 16 to 36 out of hours, so 37 out of hours, and then sold off all yesterday. Not sure if that was a stock split. Let me have a quick look. What happened yesterday with Ackley? All right, business combination. what's this called? Achilles. I'm not seeing anything here. Not sure. Have to take another look at that another time. That doesn't look like it's tradable right now. It's pushing down. What happens if I blow the account? No, the broker will liquidate my position prior to me hitting zero. And then they'll add their fees on top of that. So I could end up owing the broker money, but the broker will automatically liquidate my position if I blew up the account. Why, you got that much faith in me there, Macca? Hey, Scrawny. Well, stick around, join this channel every day and you might learn how. That's what this channel's about. Teaching beginner traders about trading. And my first part of a bit of advice about trading is don't do it. It's extremely risky. Don't trade if you can't afford. Don't trade any money that you can't afford to lose. Even the best trader. I'm not saying I am the best trader, top 3, but even the best traders lose money. Palo Alto moving back up again. Too expensive. I've got a 97k account, 98k account today. What are the essential tools for trading? Well, a computer, more than one monitor, money, a broker, scanners. What else? Your top 3 bottom. You need bottom 3 up or no? No, I use capital markets elite group. So you'll need trading software or platform. Some brokers offer you a web GUI to do your trading. If they do, don't trade with them. So you'll need a trading platform. Very few. I mean, think of Swim, which is TD. That's okay, I guess. There's a web GUI, but you're not getting great fills with that. Right, I'm just watching, waiting for something to hit the scanners with a bit of momentum. Right now, Intelligent Living. Let's have a look at this. Sideways, it's underneath the VWAP again, so did have a little pop up off this double bottom, but that's done. It looks like. It'll be one of those days. Probably better off to sit it out. No, you not unless you're trading big size there, Marco. They just liquidate your position, and if they after they've applied their fees to that, you may owe them, you know, a couple $100 at the most, depending on the position you took. But the likelihood is more often than not they'll liquidate your position at about 5% of equity, or 3% of it, depending on who your broker is. So that 3% will cover any fees and their charges. Transaction charges and things. So if you do blow up your account, essentially if you blow up your account, you just reload. I was chasing now. Nice little setup there as well. Entry at 990. Gonna pull back now. Micro pull back there. Use limit orders. The only time I use a market order is when I put stop. The stop losses are always market orders. That wasn't good. Now we're green on the day. $0.20 trailing stop in place. Oh, cool. Of course you did. There's nothing wrong with shopping in Asda. I actually like Asda's. I think you got me mistaken with somebody else. I don't even live in the UK, so I don't shop at Asda's. There's no Asda's in Ireland, unfortunately. Do I hate Asda's? Yeah, absolutely. There is no Asda's. Closest we've got to Asda's here is what, Super Value, or I've got Tesco's. Asda doesn't exist in Ireland, no. Super Value, that's right. Super Value, or got rid of Super Quinn. So it's basically Super Value or Tesco's or Dunnes Stores. So we're making some inroads. The goal is to get to 5k. Right? There we go. We got stop type. So we made 1200 up. Got stop type there. Good for you, Master Race. pullback here. Don't mind that. Current high is 11.50, so we need to break the $0.50. Well, this is the main account. I'll go back to the small account in a second. I wouldn't be able to take 5,000 shares of Indonesian Energy with the small account, even with the leverage. This high 11.40. Fill. Terrible fill. Filling me at bloody 11.54. Pretty much high of day. That's why. I'd bought with a stop order instead of a limit order. My own fault. Well, that was unexpected. Look at the exit indicators, the devil horns. It probably wasn't so unexpected. That's why you should be paying attention to the exit indicators, Tony. You're doing better than me. That's be a great idea, that, Alistair. Get green, stay green. Hit your daily goal. Not really. I'm taking some time off in September, first week in September. So we're just going to finish off August, and I'm going to take a little bit of time off then. But to be fair, up until this year, there was nowhere to go up until this year. You couldn't even get out of your country, but for bloody emergencies. So the last 2 years, I've not really travelled much anywhere. No, you don't want to be doing on. You don't try and trade on a mobile device. Whatever you do, try and trade on a mobile device. You'll lose money. And day trading on a mobile device, you're going to lose money. If you can swing trade, you can invest. Do the app. You basically set your stops and off you go. But if you try and day trade or scalp on a mobile device, you're going to lose money. Indonesian energy's done. What else is moving? Looks like I'm still in. Just about to go to the bathroom. That's been a bit of a bull trap. We'll see. Robbing the hood, robbing everybody in the hood. Oh, it's not because the data is delayed on mobile devices, it's because the platform's crap on a mobile device. That's why. There we go. You can have your little treat now. There you go. You've got to stand up for it. Good girl. Off you go. You're not getting a lot of those. You got spoiled on Saturday with those. And sausages and chicken legs and burgers and everything else. The likes is a TikTok thing, Ryan, absolutely. But you can do me a favour and you can smash that thumbs up button if you want on YouTube. You only have to do it once on YouTube though. Because if you do it, please don't do it. You can do it as many times as you want, just as long as it's an odd number of times. Don't do it any even number of times. Right, let's have a look. What did AMC do? Nothing. What did A do? Nothing. Selling off. Blue Apron sold off. Houston American, steady gains. Actually, I'm seeing it. It's on the 2 minute. Looks very double bottomish. Oh, looking at 620. 618 on Apron. It's double bottom. Just gets up at back up to 618. It could be an entry. We'll get 20 cents on that. Ah, good man. Well, you can sell your AMTD stock if you want, El Puno. Well, while I'm not in a trade, I may as well do this little bit for everybody that's on the stream. Okay, guys, so this here is me. That's what I'm looking at on a daily. If on TikTok you go into my profile, now you can click the link. It says Linktree TikTok Trader. Okay, and if you want these links on the YouTube channel or on ShareView, they're in the video description. You've got all my socials. If you want to reach out to me directly, you can reach me on these socials or email me directly or whatever it is. If you want to learn how to trade, you can, the first link on the Linktree, the course, we're building a community. You get the access to the Discord community, which continues throughout the day. It just doesn't stop at the bottom of the hour as I'm about to do in 4 minutes. This is the full curriculum of the course. Lots of reading material. It's $119 a month plus tax. So depending on where you are, that could be $140, it could be £120 or whatever it is. It's $119 plus tax. And then, so going back to the Linktree, the second link on the Linktree, and this is Benzinga. People asking me, what do I use to find stocks? What do I use to find trade setups? I use Benzinga. These scanners that you're seeing, that me scrolling over right now, this is Benzinga. Benzinga, try it out for free, 14 days, start your free trial, 14 days. If you do like it, and I'm sure you will, come back here and use DTWT35, and you'll get a discount off for however long you subscribe in. As long as you're subscribed in, you will get a discount on of 35%. So TradingView is a free charting platform, especially freemium. If you're learning, go and get TradingView, okay? So TradingView is a charting platform that you can download onto your whatever device for free, or you can use the web app. and it will allow you to learn how to read the charts. Okay. Trader View, on the other hand, is a trading journal. It's what I use to track my trades, and this is how it looks. This is Trader View. So if we look at the overview right now, so this is for the year to date. As you can see, I'm not having a great day in a great month in August in terms of ratios of green to red. It's, as it stands right now, it's equivalent to my worst month of the year in terms of ratios. I did 7 red days I did 8 red days in May, and I've already done 6, so this will be number 7. So I don't want to equal May. I want to put a nice green run together. I will be continuing to trade in a second. What does this mean? So on the year, I'm still over 800k profits on the year. Let's put this on. So based on the year as well, working at a 2-to-1 accuracy, trade accuracy. I'm working at a pretty much a 2-to-1 in terms of the risk reward. That's gone absolutely out of the. If you look at my equity curve here, you can see that it's pretty constant up until August. Now coming to August, I'll change this to August. Well, I target myself on $5,000 per day, which is $20,000 based on $100,000 based on a 20 trading day month. And I need 8 there, there we go. And I target myself so I can get that magical 7-figure number for the year. So right now on August, even despite my heavy losses yesterday and over the last couple of weeks, 98,000 in pure trade profit, gross trade profit. And my win-loss comparison here is 360 versus 260. Need to work on that risk reward. Still 2-to-1 is pretty much where it's at with regards to the accuracy. But you can see here I've got a huge drawdown which I'm currently adding to, so I'm going to look for some trades to get out of that. This is my equity curve for August is absolutely terrible. So this is Trader View, by the way. This is Trader View. You can look at there's all kinds of different stats that you can look at. It's great for analyzing your trading, try and improve your trading, and check that out. What else? People asking me what's the platform I use. It's Dash Trader. It's provided by the broker. So the broker version is called Trader Elite, but it's essentially Dash Trader with a CMEG badge on it. So yeah, that's the link tree. Check it out, and I'll be finishing the stream now. So if you've got any questions, now's the time to ask them before I finish the stream. Any discount codes? So yeah, for Benzinga, the discount code is DTWT35. So check that out. I've tried a few. I've not tried Fin Screener. I've tried Finimize. I've looked at Finimize. I've looked at Finviz, Yahoo Finance, Google Finance. Even TradingView itself has a screener in there as well. It's not, unless you subscribe to them, it's not real-time data. I've yet to find anything that beats Benzinga. In terms of pure value, Benzinga for me is it's a reasonable price, particularly when you put my discounts in there as well. It's a reasonable price, and it's more than worthwhile for the money. So yeah, I've not looked at Fin Screener, but Finviz, Finimize, the whole. I've tried a whole different bunch of screeners and scanners, but Benzinga is for me by far the best. Well, if you like it, you know, you do what you like. I'll check it out. I'll take a look at it though. Yeah, it's for me. I don't like the I don't like that. I just find it's a bit busy to try and understand. I think it's great if you're trading on longer time frames, but for a day trader, it's not great because there's too much information and it's trading and it's changing at too rapid a rate to make use of it. So bookmap charts, candlestick charts are. I just think there's too much information to try and digest in any reasonable time frame for day trading, for intraday trading. But I'll keep looking at things that are moving right now. I'm going to take the dog for a walk and come back later, and I will. I don't know. Do you want me to do a power hour stream later? Let me know. Type in yes in the chat. If you want a power hour stream, just type in yes. Or give a thumbs up in the chat or something like that. Okay, so Matt wants a power hour stream later. Okay, well, I'll do it. I'll come back. It looks like there's a few people want a power hour stream, so I'll come back for power hour later. So that'll be 8 p.m. my time here in Ireland or the UK. That will be 3 p.m. In East Coast or market time. So I'll come back for power hour. You'll see where I'm up to there. I'll take the dog for a walk now, and I'll see you guys later. Have a profitable afternoon. Catch you guys later. Bye.